All right, so here is the webinar snapshot that we have um, created for you as far as, and what I mean by created is simply that the way this looks has been built out already through what we call custom values. If you're familiar with custom values, you already know that basically when we go to one place within the system, we can update multiple different things at one time. So all of, well, not all, but most of what you see here is actually custom values that's been updated. So you have like the title, you have who the host is, the time and date of the webinar, and all that good stuff. But this webinar snapshot is pretty simple to go ahead and update for your needs. This is what our page looks like. As I said, register for the online event. You have your title there, who the host name is, the actual date and time, breakdown of what they'll learn. You can just adjust that according to the webinar that you're going to put on. And then here under hosted by, you can actually update it with like a photo if you would like. And your credentials as far as your information, or whoever the host is going to be, information about why they are going to be teaching the subject or the topic they're going to be talking about. All this information down here, you would fill in through custom values, including social media. Now, this is the main register page. After they fill out their information, it's not going to show, because it's going to show, it's going to take you to a thank you page. And when you go to that thank you page, at that point, they've been confirmed, and that's when the automations will kick in. But before we'll get to that, I'm going to show you what the custom values look like. So as you know, you would just go over to the left panel, go to settings and the custom values, and you would fill out all the custom values that are listed. Now, mind you, this is our account, so you have in here, in our test account, we have like all different custom values. So to not confuse you, I just wanted to show you the majority of the ones that you'll have. You have the ones that are going to say webinar in it, so that's why I went ahead and put that in there. You would just enter your Zoom link, you would enter the title of your webinar, host name, and all of that. I mean, you want to keep these formats as well of everything to make sure that it updates the way it needs to in different places within the snapshot. And then it will ask for company data, company information. You'll see that as well, because in your account, you would have a lot less custom values than we have, and you would just update it. It will prompt you information, you would just update as need be, and that's how you fill out this page as well as how you fill out your automations page. So let me go over to the pipeline that we have created. So once someone signs up for your webinar, their information will be listed here, just like this test link here is going to have everyone listed underneath that column. Now, in our more robust breakdown, like if we do custom work for clients, we build out different levels of opportunities in the pipeline, such as what you see here. But what's included in the snapshot that you're getting will be all of these. However, the only one that will actually update is signed up for webinar, unless you decide to get us to do that for you and build it out to be more robust than what's included. Okay, and then we have the automation. So as far as automations go, you have, sorry, guys, let me put in webinar here. Okay, so under webinar, you have your email and text reminders to join next webinar workflow. And within that workflow, as soon as they submit the information on the landing page that we showed you, they automatically get kicked into this automation, and then they get the confirmation email, well, they get organized in the pipeline like I showed you initially, and then they get tagged according to the webinar that they've signed up for, as well as they get confirmation email and text message, right? All the information that you filled in from custom values, some of that will be included in here as well, right? And then you have 4 days before the first date that you have for webinars, they'll start to receive then emails after that. So let's say they sign up a week before your webinar, right? They'll get the initial confirmation email and text message, and then after that, when it's 4 days before the date, that's when they'll receive other emails to get them kind of like in the zone of remembering that they signed up for your webinar, right? And then with those notifications, even the day of, they're still reminded to make sure that your show up rate is so much higher. Now, once they've been finished and completed the webinar, we do have in this workflow that they will be kicked over into the post-webinar automation. And in this automation, it will engage a day after they've attended the webinar, and it will do follow-up sequences. Now you can edit these follow-up sequences to go to whatever points you have, but what we do is we focus on seeing how they enjoy the webinar, getting feedback from it, right? These are important points to note. Also to focus on whatever service or whatever product that you guys discussed. This will be a good opportunity to engage then like a downsell, right? So maybe they didn't purchase what you had on the webinar, but downsell, maybe even a final opportunity to get your sale price during your webinar, things of that nature. So it follows up, I think, for 4 days. 5 days. And then after that, you kind of see where you're at with your leads. And then finally, we personally have a 90-day workflow that we add them to at that point. If you have some other workflow you want to add them to, then simply put, you would just click here and then change the workflow that you want to send them to afterwards, to kind of continue them in your sales process. And as I said, we keep them in our system for 90 days. So a good 3 months that we're nurturing sales that might have not been quite ready for what we'll offer. But anyway, all right, so that's it for the webinar snapshot. And if you guys need any help setting everything up, maybe customizing the landing page or any of that good stuff, let me know. We do offer discount rates for installations as well. Thank you.